Target 8 recently introduced you to some of the area's hidden homeless camps, and it introduced us to some of the work that a local organization is doing to help the homeless. Tomorrow, an exhibit of photos taken by our own Ken Kolker will help raise money for that agency, Servant Center. And Servant Center's director, Patrick Cameron, is here to talk more about the agency's work. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. First of all, talk a little bit about those camps. Ken Kolker featured them in some of the stories that he was doing. A lot of people are in those camps and people just don't even know about it in the Grand Rapids area.
Well, Ken came up with a great name, the Hidden Homeless, because quite often we stumble upon these homeless camps. We don't know they're out there. In fact, one existed for 2 years before we even stumbled upon them. They hide very well.
Yeah, and they're growing. Can you talk more about that?
Our observation is that the homeless population in West Michigan is continually growing, and especially in the last few years, we have come upon new people that are coming from other states, are put out by losing their housing, and some lose their jobs.
Absolutely. So what do you think it is that makes some of the people decide to stay in these camps instead of seeking help? Some may be able to get help, others choose to stay there. Why do you think that is?
Some choose because of camaraderie, but as with any friendship that you have, sometimes you mix in alcohol and drugs and those friendships break apart. Some will stay simply because there is no other choice.
So they really end up relying on each other. It's sort of a sense of community out there. Ken was able to depict that in some of the stories that he did earlier. It becomes sort of a makeshift family.
It does,
yeah.
Yes.
The police have been out there several times. What do you think their role is in how they sort of regulate what goes on?
We have been on site when police have arrived, and we've asked them, what will you do in situations? They said, as long as the peace is kept, as long as they're not disturbing the peace, and as long as the property owners are not wanting them to put them off, they'll let them stay.
Now, in some of those camps, there are actually sort of semi-permanent structures in place.
Yes.
There are safety concerns.
There are safety concerns. It's amazing how safe these structures are. There are people out there with some skills, some carpentry skills, that were able to make them, these homes will stay up there for a long time. Mm-hmm. There are others that are simply pallets that are piled together. Next wind could blow them down.
Right.
They make whatever dwelling they can out there.
Let's talk a little bit more about what Servant Center does for the homeless.
Servant Center works with the homeless, and we specialize in homeless mentally ill. We find that 30 to 40% of the population of the homeless are mentally ill. They then are eligible for disability under Social Security rules. Then they have a chance at some income. With that income, we can find housing. With a lot of the homeless population out there, we simply have to wait until something becomes available. Because of closings like Morton House, the YMCA, and some other places, the housing's not there anymore. So we simply have to wait. Sometimes we have to walk away. We can't do anything.
Okay. Well, we have an event coming up. It's Ken Kolker's photo exhibit. It opens on Thursday with an open house from 5:30 to 7:30 in the evening at Wealthy at Charles. That's a home decor shop on Wealthy Street in Grand Rapids. Proceeds going to help Servant Center. Patrick, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.